I'm Ian Rush and you're watching the Redmen TV.
Hello, welcome to the Redmen TV. It's the Uncensored Match Build Up show ahead of Liverpool's game against Cardiff City at Anfield this weekend at the early kick-off as well.
45, nice.
Yeah. Is that because we fear Cardiff are going to come and fuck the place up? Has anyone got any more information on that? Because no, this is like the Cardiff are notoriously tasty.
Lively.
Yeah, right. Like they like a good
scrap.
A bit of a rock, don't they, or whatever they say. Bit of a rock, you know. Anyway, thanks very much for joining us. If you join us on YouTube, welcome to the show on the RMTV.com. We've already looked back in glee at Liverpool's trouncing of Spurs, which is absolutely magnificent. You can check that out free for a month if you want to. But we're going to look ahead now instead, rather than looking backwards. We're going to look forward, Chris. Having had that fantastic result against Spurs, we don't want to fuck it up now.
Yeah,
by
definitely
being tipped against Cardiff, do we?
No, I think, fortunately, we've turned that corner already. I think we don't take any team lightly, and I think we're going to go out there to batter them, keep the run of goals going at Anfield. I mean, what have we scored, like 18 and 4 or something ridiculous like that at home?
Many goals in
few games. Yeah. It's been fucking brilliant, but I don't think we'll take them lightly at all.
Yeah, no, it's I think, Ollie, apparently statistically it takes more shots than to score against Cardiff than any other team in the Premier League at the moment. So that does, but I think we're statistically the best. We've got one of the best shots to goals ratios in the league. So hopefully that'll sort of balance it out. I mean, what would you expect from Cardiff? Do you think they're going to do a typical smaller side job and go and park the bus, or would you expect them to try and be a bit more expansive?
I think the squad Cardiff have sort of it tells that they need to be a bit expansive. They're not the kind of squad that have like 11 brick shithouses that can just stand there and sit off. I mean, you look at Colker, he's quite a quick player and he's quite almost like a Saka.
Well, a lot of people were amazed that Spurs let him go. You know, by all accounts, that was a steal. A steal from Cardiff.
No, I'd quite happily have him as we talked about Daniel Iker in the final word show. I'd quite happily have Stephen Colker as a long-term replacement for that sort of player.
Yeah, definitely. What do you reckon? What do you make of Cardiff then, Jack?
To be honest, I've not seen a great deal of them throughout the season. I saw they had the big early win, didn't they, against City? And looking at the form, I can't really decide whether I think they've over or underperformed. Really, I think it'd be hard on them to suggest they've started particularly badly. I notice in the run-up to this game that they're immune from spending Christmas in the bottom three, which is maybe something that will give them a little bit of extra impetus to come and have a bit of a go at the weekend. I think they can push quite close to the top half of the league with a win, which should, they won't be in the top half, but just to go into the new year in 12th, 13th, rather than 16th, 17th, such a huge boost for a team like that.
Yeah, definitely. Chris, looking back to Liverpool, I mean, everyone, Twitter's gone apeshit, as it has a tendency to do, with this idea that, you know, if Liverpool were to win this game and Arsenal were to get beat, we could go into Christmas top of the Premier League. I mean, is it important to you?
It's important that we beat Cardiff. Certainly. I don't think it's important whether Arsenal get beat or not. You know, I'd like Arsenal to get beaten. I'd love to be top at Christmas Day, but I don't think it matters at all. I think, you know, I'm looking at it with a level head. I said last week, if we get 6 points out of these 4 games, I'll be happy. I won't be ecstatic, but I'll be happy.
Has Spurs changed your thinking on that, though?
No, not really. I mean, I think we've certainly put a marker down, and it's a platform that we can go and get 9 or hopefully more points 12. From the 4 games. But the fact remains, if we get 6, I'll be happy. Do you know what I mean? There's no big slide. We're not going to lose ground on anybody around us. But if we get more and we're close to the top, fucking bonus. Yeah. No problems whatsoever there. You're not going to hear me complaining.
No, without a shadow of a doubt. Okay, trivia question time. I know this is, again, what you'd always tune in for. Did you... Yeah. Oh, thanks, Dave. I'll go to this. Hello. You all right? I don't think you sent me a Cardiff trivia question this week, did you? You sent one for City, so I've made one up.
But this is only like 8 words. Definitely wasn't fucking Dave. 9, sorry.
Although I did spell play wrong. What year did LFC last pally Cardiff in the league? So yeah, trivia question this week. What year did Liverpool last play Cardiff in the league? Answer to the trivia question at the end of the show, so stay tuned for that. I know you gripped and you want to know, and if you can't be asked to Google it, then stay tuned for the answer at the end. Yeah?
You sound it so well.
Fuck off, you know what I mean? What are you going to do? We live in the digital world. Everyone likes a little bit of like...
Nobody likes surprises.
No, nobody likes surprises. Nobody likes change. Want to know now? A little bit about Cardiff. I mean, I think similar to what you were saying there, Jack. I mean, I haven't seen a vast amount of them, but they've been fairly prominent in the news. They've had some of the more hilarious news stories as the season sort of progressed, starting with the head of recruitment being sacked and being replaced by the guy who painted the stadium the season before.
Awesome.
Yeah, amazing.
Awesome.
What I like the most is that Vincent Tan looks like the kind of character that Trey Parker and Matt Stone would create in South Park, doesn't he? You know what I mean? He's like, you know, you'd imagine him doing like a, you know, he could be like, I sort of have him in mind. I've never heard him interviewed, but I imagine him sounding a bit like, have you seen Team America? Like Kim Jong-il in Team America. I'd imagine him being a bit despotic, like, you know what I mean? And maybe singing songs about being lonely on his own and stuff like that.
Just being a giant cockroach.
Why not? Why not? Like, but I mean, any man that chooses to rock the football shirt over the shirt and tie combo, I think, clearly mental. Clearly got mental problems.
Well, don't know what's going on in those catwalks in Milan. Maybe that's the fashion Paul that's coming in. Maybe we're the fucking idiots.
Maybe he's a trendsetter. And if there are any Cardiff fans watching, is that like a Welsh trend? Let me know in the comments section underneath.
I'm sure they fucking will.
If it's not, feel free to call him a tit. Please use this public space underneath the videos to say whatever you want about Vincent Tan. It's just again though, I mean, aside from the fact that he's obviously, I believe again he's integral in the fact that they're now red is now their home kit. The Bluebirds are no longer. They are now the
I think part of the club's motto is an anagram of Vincent Tan or something.
If that's true. Is that true?
Please find out.
Someone please find out if that's true. And if it is, let me know what it is in the comments.
I can't wait. Someone Google it.
Do it now.
Do it now.
But I kind of like the fact that I think the shirt thing must go back to like he's like trying to look how good we look in red. The red kit is so good that I will wear it over a shirt and tie. No, pack that shit in. I mean, there's already Twitter accounts dedicated to people who wear shock horror football shirts over hoodies. You know what I mean? Which isn't as big a crime as some would have it made out like. Full kit wankers, good one. But really, no. Anyway, I digress because it's very easy to do when you're talking about a man who looks as interesting as he does. They've come out in the news this week and Malky Mackay came out and said, as most managers tend to do coming into the January transfer window, said, you know, I think we need maybe 3 players to sort of bolster the squad and really help cement our place in the Premier League. And he's come out and said, no. I've got the quote here. I'm going to read. This is absolutely fantastic, and this is I got this from Teen Talk. There's any misprints. That's their fault this time round. Vincent Tan was extremely upset to read quotes from the manager concerning the possibility of new recruits.
Did he cry?
Before he had been informed where the funds would be made available. He believes that doing so unfairly raises supporter expectations, placing unnecessary pressure on the club.
Read him.
His view is that due to the funds already committed, including the originally authorised summer transfer budget of 35 million, that rose to 50 million in total, including add-ons, the manager has been fully supported. The overspending of 15 million has upset Tansry greatly, resulting in the removal of Ian Moody as head of recruitment. As such, he has stated that not a single penny will be made available in January. Having been the highest spending promoted club and the 7th highest spender in the Premier League last summer, the owner believes the manager has been given the best possible chance of retaining our Premier League status, which sounds like a big fat fuck off to Malky Mackay, if ever I heard one.
It certainly sounds like the internal communication lines have broken down there, doesn't it? It's a very public message.
Why is that? Yeah, that is astonishing, isn't it? Genuinely, that's like communicating via the club website. Yeah, brill. I like that. I'm so. It's very Hicks and Gilletti, to be perfectly honest. It has that real feel to it. Managers and owners airing the dirty laundry in public is just. It
must have been. I mean, Cardiff spent 8, 9, 10 years in the second tier of the league system, and this last 18 months must have been so bittersweet for them with the kit redesign and the promotion. On the other hand, it must be very difficult from an emotional point of view for Cardiff supporters this year, I should imagine.
Yeah, no, I mean, a fair play to them.
Not playing too badly, are they? And they're sitting quite in a decent position in the middle of the table.
But you imagine, I can't fathom a world where an owner comes in and says, you know what, Chris, we're going to be changing the colour of Liverpool's kits to blue because it's lucky in Australia. And that's our biggest market. So, and imagine all of a sudden, obviously I don't know how the association, obviously we've got the Red Blue Association, you'd never want to be seen dead in a blue football shirt, but I don't know how that would, if you're a Cardiff fan and you're watching this, I'm interested to know how that.
It's quite funny because
it's just historical.
Sherman, when they went up, he made his away kit orange because Blackpool had beaten them in the playoff final, and then when it was in the centenary year, the Swansea chairman made their away kit red to symbolise the change that Cardiff had in their home kit from blue to red.
That sounds like total bollocks, but go ahead, go for it. You know what I mean? I'm sure the development period's a little longer on football kits, but why not? If that's true, that sounds awesome. I love the fact that Swansea basically exists to just wind Cardiff up. It's essentially what you're saying. They're a football club designed to take the piss out of Cardiff. Fair fucks,
even in their sort of leapfrogging off them in the last couple of years.
Hugh Jenkins, the prankster. Anyway, I'm sure that's cheered up any Cardiff fans was talking about Swansea. Okay, let's get back to Liverpool. Chris, Jordan Henderson finally getting the plaudits that we've said for a while that he actually probably deserves.
Yes, and going back, he was superb against Tottenham, wasn't he? You called him out again. You said on the final word that he wanted to add goals to his game, and he did that. And he just looks like a player full of confidence and a man in that team now. And somebody that Jack said that the team respect how hard he works off the pitch. He's vocal enough and respected enough so that he can say his opinions to players and they're not getting annoyed. And for me, there's a few things that stood out for me about Jordan Henderson at the weekend. One is his work rate, as always. His end product was back. But also the fact that he ignored Suarez a couple of times when he was through on goal. Yeah. That says a lot to me. You're ignoring probably right now the best player in the world on form because you're confident enough that you can score the goal, and that says masses about Jordan Henderson and his state of mind at the moment.
Without a doubt, yeah.
I'd say for me, complete is the word that goes through my mind when I see Jordan Henderson play a lot recently.
That Spurs game, I'd say certainly. I mean, I think there's still a question. He's still not there, is he? But physique-wise and pace and his ability to cover the yards, do the real running for the team. He has that potential quality that Gerrard. It reminds me of Gerrard to a certain extent. More 2003, 2004, Gerrard.
He's shown
maybe.
A very good progression, hasn't he? From when he first signed under Dalglish, and everyone was slagging him off, and slowly building up. Whereas you look at someone like Sterling, who's just ascended, had his peak, and I know he's had a great run, but he sort of hung around in the wilderness for a bit.
Yeah, maybe.
I think during the final word you used the word plateau, didn't you? And I think that doesn't always, possibly what you were alluding to there, it doesn't always have to be viewed as a negative thing, at least it can, infer a sort of consistency. Yeah. And if that sort of final product that we saw on Sunday can become the level for Henderson over the next year or two, great stuff. There'll always be somebody who turns around and says, well, why can't he go on now and do an Aaron Ramsey? Where's that season? Yeah. There's always going to be that. There's always going to be another level to step to. But as long as he, generally keeps moving forward, or he, he's set the bar for himself there with that performance, and he's set what he now needs to deliver consistency.
I think it was great. We saw a very good performance from him, but I still saw so much room for improvement in that. I mean, he goes one-on-one, doesn't he? He should score that first chance. Yeah. That's the easier. That's the, as I pointed out, that's the easier of the chances. You should just slot that, and Steven Gerrard slots that. But that says to me that, as I say, because he's clearly loads more room for improvement.
Yeah, that's it. And he's the type. I get the impression, I don't know this to be true at all, but I get the impression that he's probably one of the first into training. He's probably one of the last ones to go home as well. He seems like that type of a person, doesn't he? And he'll be working on things in his game constantly, and he'll want to get better. And you know, long may it continue.
You tap him on the shoulder and ask him.
He's never on the bench, is he?
Yeah, he starts. The most consistent starter in the team, apart from and including Mignolet.
If he was on the bench, I'd just be touching him at random intervals, like.
Just to be clear, actually, just in case you don't know this, Chris sits like the row behind the dugout at Anfield, and in fact he took a
I got caught as well.
A slide photo. Pat Henderson was on the bench when he come off, didn't he? And he took a photo for Mike, who has the biggest Hendo man crush on the face of planet Earth, and he took a photo and he sort of, it was like, you can see him sort of looking in his peripheral vision at, like,
it was proper wall behaviour by me. taking photos on the slime, like I'll just take a little one for Mike and tweet it to him. Shit.
Just this Hendo in profile of him sort of half looking back like, what are you doing? How are you a dickhead? Let me know your thoughts on Jordan Henderson. He's come on leaps and bounds. Look, there's a lot of people out there who don't rate him, and which I think is a bit mental, like. But I think they're getting not rate. There's people who think he's shit, and I think you're weird if you think that. But if you are, let me know. Has his recent performances changed your opinion any, or do you still think he's shit? Let me know in the comments section below. And while you're there, give the video a little thumbs up, because why not? Makes us feel good. And it's nearly Christmas, and we like to feel good. Give the gift of a thumbs up this Christmas. Okay, question for you, Chris. Should we change our approach to this game in light of the fact that we're playing City in the week?
Not our approach, no. I wouldn't mind resting a couple of players, but certainly the way that we attack teams and stuff has got to stay the same. I think the formation's got to stay the same. If anything, I'd be looking at maybe getting Coutinho out of there or something, getting Alberto a bit of game time, something like that. Not too mental, maybe one or two changes.
Yeah, you're not allowed to make four.
Not allowed to make four.
And you wouldn't, would you? I can't see. I mean, Ollie, it would be. I think right now it'd be crazy to change that team.
Yeah.
Wildly,
after the 5-0 result, you want that continuity, don't you? Of he said don't mess with your centre backs. I wouldn't mess with the entire team, really.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I don't think there's a case to be made. We've got no other midfielders, so you can't see the midfield changing, can you?
Not only that, but they played so well the midfield. Yeah. Sorry to interrupt there. That you wouldn't. They've only had one game together.
Yeah, excellent. I'm very polite.
You want to keep them together and build on that. I think that's important. The one thing that I do think, looking ahead to the Man City game afterwards, is that they've got, is it Man City Boxing Day, or is that 3 days afterwards, Boxing Day, isn't it? We're not going to come up against two centre forwards as good as they've got at any other point this season, and I think we need to think about that in advance. And
we're talking Zeko and Negredo now.
Aguero's
injured for a month.
Okay, that changes things.
Which is put a smile on your face.
Yeah,
fucking big one as well.
Very fucking crimbo. There we go.
Yeah,
that's boss news, isn't it? Like,
I was going to say maybe we need to consider using another centre back just to get them fresh in case we consider using three against the strike pairing. But
I think under normal circumstances, I would say if this was Rafa, we'd make changes for the weekend.
Huge.
And we keep we keep as many of our best players fresh for Man City and for Chelsea. I don't think Brendan Rodgers will make any changes for two reasons, because I think he likes people to prove themselves, and those players have proven themselves. But equally, I think maybe in the back of his head he's thinking, let's get the 3 points against Cardiff, and que sera, sera. You know what I mean? If we manage to get something against City or Chelsea, then it's a nice added bonus. We said the other week, didn't we? We said it on the final word. I want 12 points. Everyone wants 12 points, but 6 points as a bare minimum 6 points is a good solid return from the 4 games of Spurs, Cardiff City and Chelsea. Anything above that, I think, is excellent. So maybe I think that's what I will go.
I don't think there's any need to still include the 3 points we've just bagged in what we're thinking about now. We've banked them. I think.
Yeah, but it makes me feel happy.
I don't think we need to change what we want from the next couple of games based on, for instance. Well, yeah, I just don't think we should change our approach now from what we want through the whole period based on one of the results. I think.
So we just go for it.
Yeah.
Fucking
I mean, dare I even say that this is a match that maybe Sissoko needs to come back in for?
Put the microphone down. Walk off the set. Get off right now.
Get off. Give you this opportunity, Ollie. You've stepped off the sound desk and onto the camera. No. If you're watching at home,
please don't thumbs down us for that.
Do you think this is a game that Sissoko? Let's gauge public opinion. Do you think this is a game that Ali Sissoko should come back in for?
Watch your Twitter.
Oliver Mackenzie. Yeah. No, so I will make a case for Sissoko that we're all saying Johnson isn't right in the head at the minute. Well, why not just have Flanagan in his natural position and then just bring Sissoko there just to show people he still exists?
Yeah. I'd rather Brendan Rodgers just show me him. Point at him. There he is, he's still there, Chris. I believe you.
Send me a Panini sticker. No, actually, you know what? I think you actually make an interesting case for that, because we've said Glenn Johnson's not been flying. Does he maybe need a kick up the arse?
The problem with that is that Sakho playing with Sissoko, they're just about getting used to playing. He's just about getting used to playing with Flanagan for a start. Skirtle playing with Flanagan's not something that's happened very often, so there's 2 changes, do you know what I mean? Yeah. In a back 4 that's only kept 2 clean sheets recently. Yeah. As few changes to that back 4 as possible, please.
No, I think I think that has to ultimately be. We were talking about Everton the other week, and their success, I think, comes from such solidity they've got in the back 5, and all the players know each other. And it is about time that we had a settled back 4, back 5 goalkeeper included. So no, I agree. But no, Ollie, you know what, we've laughed, but I take your point there. The fact of the matter is, if we were to pick up an injury in that back 4, you know, or either of the full backs gets injured, we might regret not giving Ali Sissoko a little bit more.
And who would you rather have injured, Flanagan or Sissoko?
Yeah, well, there's no contest there, is there? Scouse Cafu, we love you. We love you so. Okay.
Carry on plugging now, aren't you?
Well, no, it's
4 times already.
Scouse Cafu, that's what his name is.
6.
We're going to have a little musical interlude now. I know some people don't like musical interludes, but fuck off, we'll do what we will. We're all about promoting up-and-coming music and giving some back. I strongly suggest you give this girl a whirl. Alexandra Jayne is absolutely fantastic, and please do check it out. And we'll be back after the RMTV music break with the trivia answer and score predictions as well, so stay tuned for that.
Hi, I'm Alexandra Jayne, and this song is a song that I won the Liverpool Acoustic Songwriting Challenge with, and it's called 1969. Destiny's a fallacy, to pass can be tied, but there's something about you that made me change my mind. We used to lie together, confide to the night. We trusted all our secrets to the moonlight. responsibility. 'Cause there's something about your love that sets me free. We used to ride together, confide to the night. We trusted all our secrets to the moonlight. But darling, have you noticed that we're getting older? Remember the day I said I'd get to know you? I was young and wild, just a foolish child. Wanna take you back in time to when I asked for that dance in 1969. I thought destiny's a fallacy, two paths can be tied, but there's something about you that made me change my mind. But darling, have you noticed that we're getting older? I was young and wild, just a foolish child. Wanna take you back in time. So may I ask for this dance? Would you take my hand and have this dance like it's 1969?
Absolutely outstanding. If you want to see more from Alexandra Jayne, it's
But not in that way.
_J_music. You always have to lower the tone. That's why we have you, in fairness, like, you know what I mean? Everybody loves a bit of crisp, vague smut.
Coming down with Chris Pager.
Welcome to Dumb Down with Chris Pager.
It's your best bet's replacement, right?
Sponsored by Nuts. Anyway, yeah, thanks very much. As I say, _J_music if you want to check out more from Alex as well. Okay then, trivia answer. I know that's what you've all stuck around for, you people who are too lazy to Google it. What year did Liverpool last play Cardiff in the league? Anyone want to have a guess?
No.
Christ knows.
Try to guess.
60.
1960? Yeah. Interesting. Incorrect, but interesting.
1978.
30.
No. No, incorrect. Dave?
84?
No, incorrect. Unlucky. Tom?
72.
No. The year was 1959.
Close. Did you say 60?
Vintage year. I know, very, very so unlucky, mate. So very unlucky. If you got that right, you're obviously a genius, so I should say Google and whiz. Okay, score predictions. Jack, how do you think this one's going to go down?
3-0 Liverpool.
Good. Ollie?
2-0 Liverpool.
Excellent. I'm loving the enunciation here. Do you want to see if you can top any of that?
8-0.
It's not even a score, it's just that voice.
That's the way to go with that. 4-1. It's what happened, what the score is at Anfield, isn't it? I'll go with that. Although I would prefer 4-0, clearly. So yeah, let me know your score predictions in the comment section underneath. Also, let me know your lineup predictions. Would you make any changes to the? I don't know why. Would you make any changes to our Liverpool setup? Would you make any tactical changes as well? System, anything, or would it be? Would you just look to go fucking gong out, or would you be a bit clever? I don't know. Let me know any of your random Liverpool thoughts in the comments section underneath. Do stick around on the YouTube channel this week. There should be a video up by now with a chance to win £150 worth of Liverpool club store or official online store vouchers, and also a chance to see me and Chris titting about in some choice Liverpool branded clothing in the Liverpool One club store. Very interesting. So yeah, check those videos out. And if you want to watch more Redmen TV goodness over the Christmas period, we have a Christmas special going to be out Sunday, Monday this week on YouTube, which will be free to view for everyone because it's Christmas and why not. There'll also be an exclusive subscriber Christmas special, and there's going to be loads of exclusive content on the redmentv.com, which is free for the month. It's Crimbo. What else are you going to do? You're going to be sat around doing fuck all, ignoring your aunties and uncles and just eating sprouts till you just burst or whatever. Like, so if you're looking for something to do while you're recovering from, you know, sprout bursting, go on the redmentv.com, sign up, you get a free month, and then it's just £2 a month after that. And Chris, £2 a month, you've lost more.
More for the bus.
There it is. Poor quality. Anyway, thanks very much for watching, and good night. Ta-ra.